Far out at sea, the water is blue and clear as purest glass, deeper than any man-made anchor chain could ever hope to reach. And down here live the sea people.
It's not fair! You're all so much better than me.
Don't be downhearted, little sis. It's just we've had more practice, that's all.
You're all older than me, you mean?
There she goes again, wishing her life away.
She'll be bargaining her rosy cheeks for the old sea witch's wrinkles next.
It's not funny! I still have to swim to school, while you're allowed to go up and visit the world above the waves. Oh...
Oh, it'll be your turn soon. Your 15th birthday isn't too far away now.
Anyway, sis, I told you. I went last year, and you're not missing much.
Come on, another game, eh?
No. I wanted to tend my garden anyway. My sisters mean well, but they don't understand. All I dream of is seeing your world for myself, where the trees are emerald green and the skyfish on their branches sing as sweetly as a whale lulling her babies to sleep, and where princes like you prance around on these funny leg things of yours. Meanwhile, I must wait. And wait. And wait.
And so, she did. Until...
Well, dear, how does it feel to be 15 at last?
Ooh, it hurts.
I am sorry, dear, but growing up is supposed to hurt sometimes, or we'd never learn anything.
I know, Grandmama. I'm just happy to be able to see for myself all the wonders you and my sisters have told me about.
Now, you be careful up there, darling. The world of men isn't all sweetness and light, you know. So, take your time. After all, we mermaids live for 300 years. There. Now you're a real sea princess.
At long last. Now I'll see a sunset with my own eyes from above the waves.
Have fun, little sis.
Bring us back up. Shoo!
Oh, it's all even more beautiful than I'd imagined.
So, when's the prince coming out to join us?
Prince?
He's still astir in the cabin, getting himself shipshape.
Oh, well, he'd better get a move on. Looks like rough weather a brewing.
It's him. My little stone prince. But he's all grown up. And so handsome.
Best do the honors, sire. Storm Thunter rising.
Very well. I hereby declare my 18th birthday right royally celebrated.
Oh, how beautiful. Like anemones made of fire. Oh!
Now that was impressive.
No, sire, that was lightning, and we're in trouble. Let's get below, sire. This one's a mean one, and no mistake.
No, no, Captain. I want to help.
As you wish, sire.
Oh no! They're in danger!
No, sire, it's too late. Save yourself.
Just a few more inches.
I must try to help them.
The prince?
Saved my life, so he did.
Please don't be dead, my lovely prince. Oh, I would do anything to see your darling eyes open once more.
Fetch a litter.
You saved my life.
No! I saved your life. It was me.
I will have to return home very soon, so I will leave him in your care.
Do not worry, Your Highness. We will see to his recovery.
Oh, well, I got my wish. He opened his eyes again.
Sis, why didn't you tell us you were home?
Oh, what's happened? What's wrong?
So she told them all about her prince.
That's the saddest story I've ever heard.
A kingdom with a golden sun on its banner, eh? I know this place.
Are you sure we shouldn't go with her?
She's grown up now. She has to make her own decisions and learn from her own mistakes.
It's him! If only he knew I existed.
If only she knew I existed. She loves me. She loves me not. She loves me. She loves me not. she loves me? She loves me not.
I would gladly give the 300 years I have to live, to have legs to walk on, so he might love me, if only for a day.
What a strange question. No, no, dear. You could never marry a prince from the land. Men from above the waves find our tales ugly. Up there, one must clump around on those gangly leg things of theirs to be called beautiful. But let's not talk of such things. There. Now, all the young sea princes will be asking you to dance.
Yes, Grandmama. I will do whatever it takes to win your heart, and the old sea witch will help me.
I know why you're here, child. You want to exchange your fishtail for legs, so your prince will love you, hmm? Foolish girl. But I do know the spell, you see. Be warned, however. Every dainty footstep you take on land will feel like you're walking on broken glass. And remember, once you become human, you can never be a mermaid again. What's more, if your prince should ever marry another, your heart will break. The very next sunrise, you will dissolve into foam on the ocean waves.
And in return for this spell of yours?
I can settle for nothing less than your most precious possession. Your beautiful voice.
But how will I tell my prince I love him?
Oh, I don't know. Flutter your eyelashes at him or something. Now, your tongue, or forget it.
Do what you must, for I love him more than my life. Ooh, la-di-da. Well, and I'm a proper little princess.
Still, a deal's a deal, I suppose. Swim ashore at dawn tomorrow and drink this. Now be off with you. I feel a song coming on. Ahem.
Hello. Don't be afraid. No one will hurt you. We found you washed up on the ocean steps. Please, consider yourself my honored guest. Oh, it's all right. You're just exhausted. But I will nurse you back to health with the devotion of a brother.
Just as the Sea Witch had said, the little mermaid's new feet were too sore for her to walk on at first.
Every dainty footstep you take on land will feel like you're walking on broken glass.
But after a while, she learned to ignore the pain and walk on her legs like a human girl.
You must excuse me for a minute. I have some official duties to attend to. But please, wait for me here. I have something very important to ask you. My foundling child, even though you only speak with your eyes, you have been like a sister to me for some time now. And so, what I wanted to ask you is this. My parents want me to sail overseas and meet a princess they think would make a good wife for me. But I'm in love with someone else already. And I think you know who. Yes, the princess who saved me from the storm all those years ago. I've never forgotten her face, smiling down at me when I first opened my eyes. Nevertheless, I shall do my parents' bidding. So my question is, will you come with me? The journey won't be so dreadful with you by my side. Oh, thank you. I knew you wouldn't refuse me.
Little sis, it's us.
Who are you waving to? No, it couldn't be. Not mermaids. The crew swear they've seen them. And I myself was sure I even met one once. But now I know I must have dreamt her. Besides, if the scholars say mermaids are merely a trick of the moonlight, foam on the waves and nothing more, then who are we to argue?
The little mermaid's heart sank like a stone, for there was no way she could tell him it was she who had saved his life.
Oh, this is the last time I'm letting Mother and Father do this to me. If they still insist on me taking a wife when we get back, I'm going to ask to marry you. Well, we're practically inseparable as it is. Well, here goes. The things I do for family.
My beloved daughter, home at last from her studies.
It's you, the princess who saved my life.
Yes, I know you. You're the prince we found near the ocean temple.
Oh.
The princess who saved my life. I can't believe I found you.
Oh, yeah.
If your prince should ever marry another, your heart will break. The very next sunrise, you will dissolve into foam on the ocean waves.
Hey, sis! The old sea witch told us everything.
We had to give her our hair, but she gave us this to save you with. Catch!
Kill the prince before dawn.
And you'll get your tail back.
And your 300 years.
Sunrise, you must do it now, little sis. It's you or him. Hurry!
Well, did you do it?
Join us. Hurry!
Sis, it's all right. We have you. What's happening? No! She's turning to foam.
Sis?
Sorry, sire. We've searched the whole ship.
But I don't understand. Where could she be?
I'm still here. And I can speak. What's happening?
You're one of us now.
Yes, a daughter of the air.
You have suffered so quietly and loved so purely. We decided to turn you into a spirit.
Tears? Tears of joy. I can cry.
So you'll join us?
Gladly. But first,
I can't believe she's gone.
farewell, my prince. Farewell, princess. Live long and love each other well.
You know something, darling? I don't think she has gone. I get the feeling she's still with us.
She couldn't do it. She loved him too much.
And now she's gone, dissolved into foam. What will we tell father and grandmother?
Tell them not to be sad. I'm amongst friends, and everything's fine.
Sis!
Sorry, I have to go now, but I'll visit when I can. Farewell, my sisters.
So, the little mermaid became a daughter of the air. And her spirit lives on still in every kind deed done by children the world over. Now, I'm going to tell you a story about a little girl named Ida. Ida and her flowers.
That makes 16.
Excellent. And that was the last lesson for today.
But wait, Carl, I still have to show you my flowers. Are you ready to go to sleep, Sophie? Oh, and how are you doing, Tim? Oh no! What's happened to them?
So, what were you teaching the girl today, then?
Oh, sums mostly. And spelling.
Good, good. Those are important.
And then I read her some of these fairy tales.
Filling her head with useless poppycock, eh? Why?
Well, read them yourself sometime and find out.
Nothing but hogwash.
Oh, my flowers! Look what's happened to them!
Well, they're dead, aren't they? I mean, what did you expect? You know they all die sooner or later.
Don't listen to him. They're not dead. They're just fading.
Oh.
Do you know why they're fading, Ida? The flowers were at a ball last night. No wonder they look so tired.
But flowers can't dance.
Of course they can. When it is night time and everyone's asleep, they come out and jump around. They have a ball almost every night.
Really? Where do they do that?
Do you know the castle outside the gates of the town, where the king lives in summer, and where the beautiful garden is full of flowers?
Of course I do. I was in the garden out there yesterday, but all the leaves were off the trees and there wasn't a single flower left.
That's right.
Where are they all?
They're all in the castle. That's where they have their dances. As soon as the king and all his court are gone into the town for the winter, the flowers run out of the garden into the castle.
And how happy they were.
What a lovely tune. Delightful. If a bit sedate and slow.
Oh, be quiet, will you?
We're trying to enjoy this.
Here we go.
Oh, no, we don't. Got that? There, that's better.
Much.
And they dance like that all night long?
That's right. But they have to watch out, of course, for the old steward making his rounds.
My back, my bones, my creaking joints, my bones, my back, my aching knee. What's that? Strange. Curiouser and curiouser. Oh, wonderful. Now I'm losing my mind as well.
There you go again, Carl. Always filling the girl's head with silly notions. Flowers dancing. Ha!
Notions they may be, but who's to say they're silly?
It's plain as day, isn't it? Anyone with a bit of sense can see that. Sure, I'm going for a walk.
Well, Ida, I have to get going myself. Don't forget about your homework. I'll see you tomorrow morning.
See you tomorrow, Carl. Oh. I'm so sorry, Sophie, but tonight you'll have to sleep somewhere else. The flowers need a comfortable place to rest. There. There you go now. Is that better? I got you some tea so you can get well. Good night now. And if you're going to the dance tonight, don't tire yourselves out like last time, okay?
That night, little Ida couldn't get to sleep for a long time. She kept thinking about the things the tutor had told her about the dancing flowers. At last, sleep came.
Huh? What's that?
Come on, everybody. Especially you. Come on and dance with us. Lovely as ever.
What's going on? A dance? Why didn't anybody invite me?
I'll gladly invite you, madam. May I have this dance?
No, you may not. Ow! Oh, get away from me, all of you! I was hoping a gentleman would come to my aid.
I'm sorry, are we not good enough?
Oh, why are you all fussing over me?
You gave us your bed, and that was so very kind of you.
We are grateful, but you must know we won't live much longer.
Tomorrow we will be no more.
I didn't know. That's so sad.
But tomorrow, do tell little Ida that she is to bury us out in the garden.
Then we will wake up again in summer.
And be far more beautiful.
Oh.
Of course I'll tell her. Now, let's dance!
Yes! Gosh, the music is very lively here, isn't it?
Isn't it terrible?
Isn't it wonderful?
Hey, ladies! Time to dance!
Get off me, you fool!
You can dance! You know you can! Next! Everybody dance!
Oh. Hey, you. Weren't you supposed to tell me something?
Little Ida started to wonder. Had it all just been a dream? But then she realized that it wasn't. Not at all.
Today, I'll bury you in the garden, and then you'll grow again in the summer and become more beautiful than ever.
What are you two doing?
We're burying the flowers so they'll come back to life later.
Burying the flowers so they'll come back to life? Bury them all you want, but they'll never come back to life. What a silly girl.
Don't listen to him. In time, you'll find out he's very, very wrong.
It turned out the counsellor was wrong. Ida saw the flowers returning year after year, and more beautiful each time, too. Now, in this very same castle, there lives a prince who wanted to marry a princess. Although to look at him, you'd never think it.
Oh, too skinny. Too fat.
Well, Your Majesty, that's the lot. Every princess from every neighbouring realm.
Darling, listen to Mumsy, please. If you don't let us find you a wife soon, we'll never hear the tinkle-tinkle of little glass slippers.
But none of these princesses are right. I want a real one, with that certain special something.
Oh, great. Narrow it down, why don't you?
Very well, Father. No more cousins, okay? When I marry, I want it to be for love.
A royal? Marrying someone they're not related to? And for love? Ugh. Where does he get these ideas?
But darling, where are we to find such a girl?
I'll know her when I see her. There's all manner of uncharted lands and kingdoms out there. Maybe one of them has a princess who's real enough for me. And if you and Father really loved me, you wouldn't ask me to settle for anything less.
An expedition it is, then. A grand wife-finding tour to the four corners of the world and beyond.
What? All due respect, dear, but are you out of your royal box? He'll bankrupt the kingdom.
Without an heir, the kingdom's finished anyway, dear.
Oh, fiddlesticks. Oh, very well. I don't know. Kids today, eh?
I blame the parents, sire.
And so, the prince travelled all over the world. There were plenty of princesses, but how could any of them be real enough when he couldn't even say what he meant?
Too short, too tall.
How could any of them possess that certain special something when he couldn't say what it was?
Too wet, too bubbly.
Oh.
They're back! Quick! The gates! After 4 whole years. Well, son, where's the lucky girl? Well, let's meet her.
All of them royal, but not one of them real. I'll be in my room. Unhappily ever after.
We are not amused.
So the prince was very sad, for he would very much have liked to have a real princess, though some might say he only had himself to blame.
5 long years of praying for a real princess to come along. With that special certain something.
The courtiers, the knights, the staff, the townsfolk. They all got depressed and left. After all we've done for them.
I don't blame them.
Oh, what will become of the royal line?
There now, wife dear. Who knows? Maybe real princesses are like the glass coaches round here. You wait all year for one, then 3 come by at once.
I blame the government, sire.
Who could that be so late on a night like this? Well, answer it.
Oh, my back, my bones, my creaky joints.
Oh, all right, I'll go.
Works every time.
Can't get the staff these days. Have to do everything round here. Coming! Oh, hello. You wouldn't happen to be a princess with you. A real one, I mean.
Yeah, right. Didn't you know? All fashion-conscious real princesses are wearing soaking wet rags this season. Now, please stop asking stupid questions and let me in. Thank you. It's freezing out there. You couldn't point me to the kitchens, could you? I'm starving.
But I'm telling you, dear, she was even haughty and stroppy, like all real princesses should be.
Yes, well, we'll see. So where is she now?
She wanted a bath, so I put her in the real princess suite. You know, the one in the new wing we built, just in case.
Come in.
Oh.
Oh, hello. Hope you don't mind. I borrowed some clothes from the wardrobe here.
What did I tell you?
I don't care how beautiful she is. Every introduction you've arranged so far has been a total waste of time.
But darling, what if I promise to make sure she's a real princess first? With that extra special something?
Oh, yes? How?
Didn't you know, dear? There's a special test.
Test? What test?
Sorry, state secret. But it's completely foolproof. What have you got to lose?
Oh, whatever. I'm promising nothing, mind.
Here we are. That's enough bedding now, dear.
20 mattresses and 20 eiderdowns. I'll say it's enough.
My back, my aching knees, and I'm not kidding this time.
Bed's piled a bit high, isn't it?
Well, one can hardly expect someone of your pedigree to rough it on just the one mattress. Not with your sensitive skin. I mean, one is a real princess, is one not?
Well, so my father used to say.
Up you go, then. This humble dried garden pea should decide matters once and for all. Who knows? If you make it through this little trial by ordeal, I might soon be calling you daughter-in-law. Sweet dreams.
She'll pass.
She'd better.
Or there'll be no end of trouble.
What trial by ordeal? And what happens if I don't pass? Oh, I think I'm getting seasick up here.
So, my dear, tell me, how did you sleep?
Not well, actually. Hardly a wink all night, in fact.
I knew it! She felt that dried little garden pea through 20 mattresses and 20 eiderdowns. Nobody but a real princess could be as sensitive as that.
Yes, well, now you mention it, something was digging into me. Ooh, I'm black and blue all over.
You hear that? Black and blue all over. Wonderful.
Marvelous! She passed the test! She passed!
I did?
And you're sure you didn't make your special test ridiculously easy? Just to try and marry me off again?
Trust me, son. This test was so complicated, I still don't understand it.
But I bet she won't have that certain special...
Look, I've had enough of this.
Something?
I don't care if you two weirdos are king and queen around here. I'm not some doll you can dress up and push around. And this son of yours sounds like a spoilt, fickle little... Hi.
They mean well, honest. And if I seem spoilt and fickle, it's just... Well, I gave up years ago on ever meeting my dream girl. Someone real, who might forget all this royal stuff and just be herself. Maybe I'm dreaming right now. I'd pinch myself to make sure, but then I might never see you again.
I'm real enough.
So, you'll marry me?
I don't know. This is all a bit sudden.
Hurrah! I feel a state wedding coming on.
Of course, we could go steady for a while first. Check out a few jousts, maybe, while you think it over.
Summon my treasurer. He's the only one who can remember where all my rooms full of fabulous jewels are.
How does next week suit you?
Da 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 da.
Hold it! Just one more hour, Your Highnesses.
Well, all's well that ends well, and all thanks to this humble dried garden pea.
But tell me, wife dear, what if she had failed your test?
Why, one would have kept on testing her, again and again, until she passed, of course. Just with fewer mattresses, and bigger vegetables, perhaps.
So, the prince had found his real princess at last. Someone who would love him for himself. And the pea was put in the museum, where it may still be seen. There, that is a true story. In a little cottage in the woods, there lived a peasant and his wife. They didn't have much, but were very jolly. And very often, people, like stories, get better as they get older.
Uh-oh. He's done it again.
But look on the bright side. Now the sun can shine through all day.
But, Johann, wouldn't it also be lovely to have the roof fixed on rainy days?
That costs money.
Which we don't have.
Tell you what, I'll do it before the winter.
Good idea, old man. Oh.
Anything to keep you happy, my dear.
Oh.
Hello, neighbor.
Hello, Lars. Oh, did he behave himself?
Thanks for the loan of the horse, Johann. Are you sure you won't let me pay you?
I won't hear of it. You keep your money, my friend.
Well, I will be needing all I have at the fair. You're a good friend, Johann. Thank you. Oh, I'd better go. I'll catch up with you later, then.
Yes. See you later at the fair.
Oops! You could bring this horse with you. Exchange him for something more useful.
But what? What could that something be?
Well, you always know best, old man. And good luck at the fair. Oh.
Phew, it's hot. I love a drink. What a beautiful creature.
She gives very good milk.
Ah, come to think of it, a cow would be very useful to me. My wife would love to have milk. And she could make cheese too. If you like, we could swap.
Hey? You mean exchange your horse for this cow?
Well, why not? Hmm?
Well, if you're sure, let me show you what a great milker she is.
Oh! Hey, no hard feelings, my old pal. You served us well.
Hello there, good fellows. What a fine horse you have there. One of our horses is lame and can hardly walk.
Oh, that's too bad. Show me. Maybe there's a stone in his shoe.
What did he say? A bone? No, no, no. It's a stone. The horse is lame.
I know it's lame. Listen, I had an idea. You've got a fine horse there. How about selling him? I'd pay you handsomely.
Hey, what? What? Who's going to ransom me?
Sorry, sir. I've just made a great deal. I've exchanged my horse for something more useful.
You have? Too bad. What could be more useful than money?
What? Did you call me honey? A cow!
So, we have a deal then? To your good health. Oh, I've always wanted a horse.
Come on now, Daisy, gee up! Oh, there's a good girl. Oh, shoot. Oh, look at that sheep. I wonder who owns it.
Him? There on the gate.
Oi! Everybody get back in line.
Do you think he'd exchange his sheep for my cow?
But why? A cow is worth more than a sheep. Don't you know that?
Excuse me, sir. Can I have a word?
Quick, I haven't got all day.
You see, I'd like to have that creature.
I'm not sure. My sheep has very fine fleece.
Oh, Gerda would love that. Wool for the winter.
And is an extremely rare breed.
Oh, so she'd give good milk. Even better, it could sleep with us in the house.
So, what are you offering?
My cow?
Huh? Really? Are you sure?
Oh, yes. A sheep would be much more useful to me than a cow. My wife would have wool and milk.
Oh, yes. Take the sheep, please. Oh, I always wanted a fine cow like this. Thank you. Thank you.
You can all come through for free. But first, make way for this man. Be my guest.
Hey! Oh, never mind. A sign of good fortune. Won't Gerda be happy now? Maybe she'll even knit me some new socks. Hey! Watch out!
Johan, you made it. But where is your horse?
Oh, look, Lars. I made a great deal. Here.
Johan, are you sure you did the right thing? Hey, look at that.
What a fantastic goose! Come on, Lars. Let's go.
Oh.
Oh, come on, hurry up. Oh, wouldn't that goose look well, tied to a string and paddling in the water at our place?
Come on, everybody. See the fine goose. 6 more months till Christmas to fatten her up.
That scrawny old goose. She's not worth more than this sheaf of oats.
Oh!
Over here. I bid you this prize turnip. That's a fair offer.
What an insult! Huh. And what do you offer me? Something even more valuable? A pea?
I can swap you my sheep.
A sheep? Really? No, you're teasing me and my goose.
Look, how often has my old woman said, if only we had a goose? See? It has fine fleece. It'll make you a great coat in winter.
Really? You mean it? Oh, I've always wanted a sheep. Just think, all those woolly jumpers. Thank you. Thank you.
Oh.
Mind her now. She's a little temperamental.
Ooh. Ooh. Good goosey. Nice goosey. There.
Hey, my good fellow, we meet again. So, you made another exchange then. Last time I saw you, you had a cow. Now you have a goose.
Isn't that wonderful? Now my old lady will be truly happy.
A goose? For a horse?
What's loose? The doors?
You've come down a bit in value, haven't you? But if you say so.
Oh, yes. You see, it doesn't eat so much as a horse. And she can collect potato peelings for it.
What? He has feelings for it?
Now we might think the old man had made a bad deal, but he was happy, and happier still, thinking how happy his wife would be.
Oh my! What a wonderful creature. Is that your hen?
Well, it's mine and my father's.
Tell you what, do you want to swap? Oh, exchange a goose for a hen? I would really like a hen. Oh, my wife would be so pleased with the eggs.
Please, Papa, I'd love a goose.
All right. Let's do it then. Are you sure? Really?
Oh, yes. She always wanted a hen.
Won't Gerda be happy now?
My. What have you in that sack?
Apples. A whole sackful. Mostly rotten.
Why, that's a lot of apples. I'd love my old woman at home to see this. We never had so many apples on our tree. Only one rotten one last year. Are all of these yours?
No, they're for someone else. You couldn't help me carry them, could you?
Why, certainly. Shall we swap?
Well, I don't know.
This is the best laying hen you've ever seen. Look. So, what do you think? All right then. Do we have a deal?
Look, you're just being funny now. That little hen for a whole pig.
No, for the apples, of course.
The apples? Are you? Oh, well, why didn't you say so? I mean, if you're sure.
Won't Gerda's eyes just pop out when she sees all of these? She can make lots of apple tarts. Phew, I'm thirsty.
Let me buy you a drink.
Lars, what luck.
Well, you're a good neighbor. You did lend me a horse.
Well, well. Did you make a good exchange today, my friend?
Yes. Look.
What have you got in that sack?
Apples. Hundreds of them.
Apples?
Hundreds?
What? Could it be? Let me get this straight. First you had a horse this morning, isn't that so? Then you swapped it for a cow.
No. He had a sheep when I saw him.
A sheep? No. He had a goose. You didn't you? I saw you at the auction.
Yes, he did.
Huh?
But then he swapped this goose for my hen.
And now you have a sack of rotten apples.
What?
In exchange for a horse.
The doors?
Well. Your old woman will give you a piece of her mind when you get home.
No, she won't. My wife and I always agree. In fact, I bet I'll get a kiss.
A kiss?
Silence, please, now, everyone. Let's take bets.
Bets? Did someone say bets? What a marvelous idea.
Are you sure? They're my neighbors, and I've never seen them argue before.
We'll bet you a sack full of gold. That's 100 coins.
I have only the sack of apples to gamble. Come with me and meet my old woman. You'll see what she'll say.
All right, here's the bet.
A sack of gold against a sack of apples?
And rotten ones at that.
And so, the rich gentleman was sure they would win the bet against this simple old man.
Ha-ha! Good evening, old woman.
Good evening, old man.
I've made a good bargain.
Yes, I knew you would. Who are the visitors?
It's a long story. Wait and see.
Come in, please.
I'll serve some soup. Johann, my dear, you had a long day. So, did you get something useful instead of the horse?
Oh, yes, I did. I exchanged the horse for a cow.
Well, heaven be thanked for the milk. Now we shall have butter and cheese on the table. You're so thoughtful.
But then I saw something even better. A sheep.
Oh, that's better still. Sheep's milk and cheese and wool and woolen jackets and socks. A cow couldn't give us those. How you think of everything, Johann.
But then there was a most fantastic creature for auction. A goose.
Ha! She called you a moose!
We haven't won yet.
You mean we'll have a goose to eat at Christmas? Oh, my darling man, that's wonderful. We can let her walk about with a string tied to her leg, and she'll grow fatter still before Christmas.
And then a most amazing thing happened.
Wait for it.
This little hen winked at me, so I couldn't resist.
Marvellous idea. The hen will lay eggs and we'll have chickens. Do you know, that's what I really, really wanted all along.
I told you. He's my neighbor, he is.
But now, for the best bit, I have a big surprise. Now, no peeking, all right?
Oh, oh.
Now.
So many apples. Our poor tree gave only one last year. Ooh. My dear good husband. Why, only today I went to borrow some herbs from Hilda next door. And I only had one rotten apple to give her in return. But now I can give her 10 apples. Or 20. We have so many. I must positively kiss you for that, old man. Mwah!
I like that. Always going downhill and always merry.
What? Married? Of course they are.
Incredible! They're a most unusual pair. A horse for a sack of apples and rotten ones at that.
What? That was well worth the gamble.
winter. You see, what my old man does always makes me happy.
Well, don't you know her well, my friend? You two must really love each other.
So, the old man didn't get into trouble with his wife. Some things are more important than money. She loved him, and he loved her just the same.